We are here with the men's basketball team head coach Chris Giordano, seniors Will Gibson, Marquise Johnson, and junior Joey Martin. Coach, are there any specific moments during the season that stand out as turning points for this team, confirming that you are on the right track to be a contender in the NECC playoffs?
As far as being a contender for the playoffs, that's always been a goal of ours. Our program was kind of built on that foundation. It's something that we've discussed for a lot of years. So we know that the hard work that we put in eventually would pay off, and we've qualified for playoffs 2 years in a row now. I don't think there was ever a turning point in our season, but there were a couple of kind of gut checks, I would say, to really see how tough we were. The most memorable one is in our Becker game. It's our first conference game of the season, and one of our best players goes down with an Achilles injury, and I think at that moment we kind of looked around and it was all about how tough we are and how tough we were going to be, and we figured that the team that we had at that point was the team that we were going to roll with. So I think that in those moments it kind of is a bit of a gut check. We had to end our halftime meeting bidding one of our best players farewell in an ambulance as he went to the hospital. So I think that I don't think there was a turning point. I think that our mindset has always been about being a contender and putting our best foot forward every day and just getting better every day and working hard together every day to be a contender.
How would you describe your style of play that you and your team have worked on to have this season?
Toughness is definitely a cornerstone of our program. We have our pillars on which our program is built, and how we represent our program on the court and off the court. And toughness is probably the most important. These guys go through it every day in practice. They go through it every day in games. Our style of play, I feel like, reflects who we are on and off the court, like I said. But as far as when we play, we like to get up and down. We like to get easy buckets, and that's all predicated on our defense, which is getting better every day, obviously. And especially as of late, where we've given up a couple more points than we would have liked to have given up. I think that it's kind of a reality check that our work is never done, and we're always improving. So when it comes to our style on the court, we definitely like to go on the fast break, but also when it's time to slow it down, our goal is to be the best executing team in the league, as well as on defense. We really like to dig in, and we may not have the height, we may not have the athleticism that other teams in this league have, but we have the toughness, which gives us the edge. We have the heart, which gives us the edge. So those are a couple things that are cornerstones of our program that we try to kind of replicate or personify on the court. We're more the how. How are you going to do that? We're going to get better every day. We're going to show our toughness every day. We're going to show our togetherness every day. And we're going to continue to fight for each other and for this program.
Could you talk a little bit about your team dynamics and chemistries on and off the court? How do you think that has influenced your team's success this year?
I think that's a huge thing for us this year. I think the off-the-court chemistry is just as important as on-the-court chemistry. That helps us a lot because we like each other. So I think it's easier to play with each other when you like each other. Even with the young guys, we do pretty much everything together, eat together, go to class, make sure everybody's okay. And I think that's important. We even got to know each other at a point in the season where we thought we didn't know each other. And I think that was an important part of our season. It was like a turning point in our season that we got to get to know each other. So I think the off-the-court chemistry is just as important.
Describe the next phase of your season and what the expectations are. As a leader of your team, what is the message you are sharing with your teammates as you head into postseason?
We're holding them to a standard where they're okay with, and they can better themselves in the end. And they know that as of right now, they're not freshmen anymore. They're sophomores, and sophomores are juniors, and juniors are seniors. And we're just looking to go into the playoffs and push to the championship, and everybody's end goal is to win the championship.
Thanks. And Joey, what advice would you give your teammates who are experiencing this postseason for the first time?
The first thing I'd say is don't take this opportunity for granted. There's a lot of teams, or actually there's only 2 teams that aren't going to make it to the playoffs. So we got to appreciate the situation that we're in. And the second thing I'd say is, you're gonna have turnovers. They're gonna go on runs. We're not gonna hit shots. Like, that's just a part of the game. We got to fight through that, and we just got to play 100% for each other, and especially for Will and Keith. They're seniors. They got a couple games left, and we just got to do everything we can to extend their season and bring these guys a championship.